breath is something that we're very connected to. It's also something we don't think about very much without asking ourselves to think about it.
With every breath, with every breath, with every breath, with every, with every breath.
I, as a wind player, use breath in a very specific way and think about it a lot, and every single singer on that stage is thinking about breath also very deeply and very seriously. And I think we're at a point in society where we're also starting to think about breath. How do we breathe together as a people? What happens when our breath is taken away? And all of these questions are the things that we're really interested in.
I've been talking to these composers for years, and we've been workshopping for over a year and really exploring sound worlds and combinations of sounds and techniques that we haven't explored before, and also having the people who wrote the music on the stage with us. Lorelei's really started moving in a direction in the last couple of years, I would say, where we're really focused on putting all of our energy into creating something new, but also creating these projects that feel more fully collaborative and that also have more time to evolve. I have found in my most recent collaborations that if I allow for some cyclical creative work, we end up with something that just fits us better, that feels like we've really spent some time tailoring it to the people on the stage and getting to know the folks that are writing for us so that they can get to know us.
I think I didn't know what a vocal ensemble really, I didn't know what I was walking into. I knew what Lorelei sounded like, and I knew that Lorelei was into really, really wonderful projects, but I think I had a thought about what a singer is as a performer and a collaborator. And I think I've left this project in a different space. Everybody has a different relationship to notes on a page versus notes off of a page. Everybody deals in both of those spaces in the group. But figuring out that balance and when to be specific about something and when to be open. I always think about those things. And this has just been, I've kind of redoubled thinking about those things.
I think the more time we spend on this planet, the more exciting it is whenever we get to do something that we haven't done before. I think writing for voice is something that I love to do, and I've done some of, but I don't think I've ever written for an ensemble quite like this, which really says a lot, not only about the ensemble, but about Beth's approach to music, which I love. It's, I think, quite a large-scale project. We spent a lot of time on it, a couple of years, different iterations and different workshops, getting to hear all of the ideas that the different composers had, and we've all been able to have input and receive feedback that I think has been really helpful.
And you fall into the edge where you cannot hide.
Collaborating with anyone is always a really complex and sometimes complicated thing to do, and oftentimes can be not so successful because there are too many cooks in the kitchen. But I think in this case, over time, we were really able to all write within our own compositional voice, but find some common ground together and somehow have the pieces be intertwined with each other.
It's really important that as performers, professional performers, and as audience members, that sometimes we feel uncomfortable, sometimes we feel like we're taking a risk, sometimes we feel like we're not sure something is going to work.
My favorite projects that I've been a part of are where we're pushing each other. And so I always try to find that in whatever it is. How can I push myself? How can I push everyone else to kind of the limit of what they feel is reasonable? And then take it from there. Having someone to come in and commission not one composer-performer, but many to create a band and to make something together is something that's actually really unusual and pretty exciting for an opportunity as well. All of us have our feet in different worlds at the same time, and I think that's also something that makes it exciting because they're slightly different worlds, and yet we find a way to meet together, and with the common ground being Lorelei.
Breath is a man's special qualification as an animal.